Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
We're up and running then. Shot a goal! Goal! Manchester United! And that's got them off to a flyer!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Everton finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Shaw. Dewsbury Hall. He's had it taken off him. Ahmad. That's a shade optimistic. Burmo. Barry. Now it's Dewsbury Hall. Barry. Can he finish? Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
After 10 minutes.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
We're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. In with the challenge. Mikolenko. That's a promising position. Ahmad. Now the ball's gone astray. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Dewsbury Hall. Menu. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ahmad. Distributed tidily.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Ahmad. That's Mount. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. O'Brien. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Dewsbury Hall. Can he get it through? He's got away. Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall proves just a little bit too strong. Now the delivery. That's very neat. Barry! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Now he's running away. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Bruno Fernandes. Now this could be a chance. Short changes him with that pass. He's in a great position here. And he's there to retrieve it. O'Brien. Dewsbury Hall. Burmo. And he's intervened well there. Dewsbury Hall has created one goal already. Now it's Dewsbury Hall. Some good work on the right flank here. Irabunan. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well read, nice interception. Irabunan. And it's Dewsbury Hall. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cross goes in there. He's having a pop! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Keane picks it up from the goal kick. Bruno Fernandes. Burmo looking to add to his goal. Tries a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Dewsbury Hall. And that pass just didn't quite work. And he shoots! And there's a goal! And the comeback is complete! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Everton with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And it's Irabunan.
That's going in strongly.
Goes down, but nothing given. Bruno Fernandes.
There will be 1
Bola.
minute added time.
And here's Mount. Keane. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, played through for the wide man. And for the first half, that is that. Everton have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. The midway point of the game.
I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Everton are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. The second half is up and running. Big chance! And the pass is intercepted. Oh, it's played into the area. Oh, great leap! Irabunan. He's having a hit!
And Bola just dropped the shoulder to engineer the feint. Now he'll have to shoulder the blame.
Nicely weighted ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Mikolenko. Now it's Mount. He's shifting through the gears here. Burmo threads one in. And Ndiaye. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. He's picked his way through. The pressing paid off. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that has put a halt to things. Keane can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And no, that was never going to make it. He's a sharp little ball. Real chance! It's a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the...
He's having a shot! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Played out to the left flank. And reclaimed it in a trice. He is through here. Delivers with whip. Keane gets it away. Everton have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Dorgu, Burmo, and it's made its way to him. Rubenam, that pass has been well intercepted, and it's Bruno Fernandes. Ahmad goes for a shot, and it's in. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. What are you thinking about the goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Pass somewhat off target. Mikolenko looking for the run. Ndiaye looking to receive it in space. That has not gone well. Burmo. Ndiaye showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bruno Fernandes gets into a good position. Spread it left. Dorgu. Picked out brilliantly. And again! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Manchester United visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Burmo. Over to the right flank.
Minutes has been
It's all a
indicated.
little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
2 minutes to be added on. Dorgu. And it's Mikolenko. Ndiaye picks it up out wide. And that will be the final act. Everton illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Everton desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch.
Well, the weather here today is not playing ball. We have heavy rain. The pitch underfoot may very quickly become soggy and difficult to play upon, and the players will soon be soggy themselves. It is more than damp, and this will examine the fibre of both sides. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation. That's rather hopeful. And that is wildly off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Ball is over the line. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. He's taking on the lot of them. And that is headed for the middle. And the ball is out of play. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got away. And that's aimed into the middle. Vargas claims it. Safe hands. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Munoz. James Rodriguez. It's gone out for a throw-in. Suarez! Goal! Colombia! And it's Colombia who take the lead. What are you thinking about the goal?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And claimed it back swiftly. And the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Portugal are looking to go forward now. Can he finish? Brilliant from Diaz! He's got himself an absolute peach. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Colombia are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Mendes wants to run onto this, and out it comes again.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
He is through here. James. Oh, that's nice. He's had a shot! But he's left disappointed.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Oh, that's fabulous. Lerma. It's a pretty loose pass. Pedro Neto. Rafael Leao. Oh, cracking ball. Bruno Fernandes cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Colombia do have a chance to counter here. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. James, 2 assists to his credit already. Mendes with the foul. Now it's Diaz. Pedro Neto does well to get it back. Pedro Neto was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Just eases him off the ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Can he get it through? Diaz receives it. Chance, surely! That's another chance! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Colombia find a position of real strength. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's hit the upright. Klein! And he's there to get it away. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Colombia have the chance to go the other way. And here's Neves. Pedro Neto picks it up out wide. Deftly away. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's managed to... Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that's in! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back? Real chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Gonzalo Inacio. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Rafael Leao. Nuno Mendes. Now the ball in. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And this could be the final action of the first half. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that brings the first half to a close.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Colombia largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. The second half is up and running. He's shifting through the gears here. Is their second corner of the game. Keeper has taken decisive action. Cross goes in there. Chance to shoot! And that's a tiny finish. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So now the difference is 3. Mojica venturing down the left. João Neves. Now it's Pedro Neto. Now it's Neves. Can he latch on to this? It's a promising position, and it's played in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And here's Rafael Leao.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Bruno Fernandes looking to play it into the box.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
And he's taking no chances there. Rafael Leao! And yes, it's there! They're back within reach! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Portugal may be down, but not out just yet. Knocks it into space. Looking to play him in. Mojica, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Vitinha, and it's Neves. Mojica, Lukumi, Diaz. Colombia disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto, chance to deliver. And that should get the job done. And it's Vitinha.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, that's well spotted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance for a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
Now it's Rafael Leao, spread it left. Cristiano Ronaldo. James Rodriguez. Palermo.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with...
Big chance! And it's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. João Cancelo, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Looking for options for movement. Mojica. Aimed beyond the defence. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Tries to play it through. Has a look up and delivers. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, some astute defending there.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Portugal tries a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, almost a sixth!
Suarez clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
And now they can spring out of defence. And he cuts out the supply. Munoz. And he's intervened well there. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pass somewhat off target. Munoz. James wants to run onto this. No, that's too long. Suarez. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nuno Mendes is wide and looking to get onto this. Keeper's dealt with that. And they're quick to get it back. Can he finish? And that has forced the very best out of the keeper. So, third corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rafael Leao looking understandably energised after his goal. Diaz. Now, what about a counter-attack? Pedro Neto. That is good alertness. Time added on 4 minutes. And here's Rafael Leao. Munoz. Suarez. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Munoz. He has found the way through. That's tidy. Bruno Fernandes. Lerma gets a foot in here. And that will be the final act. Colombia, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Suarez taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it.
So hello and welcome one and all on a night which is anything but welcoming. The rain is tumbling down here, you can see it against the floodlights. It gives an added sense of drama to a game which was already in itself deemed dramatic. The conditions here will play a substantial part. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
If you have just joined... Palacios! Aimed beyond the defence. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
The United States clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh no, this does not look good.
Oh, great feat that.
He has found the way through. And that has been knocked clear. Argentina with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's managed to get free.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And Messi! And he's there to get it away. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Who else but Lionel Messi? I don't need to tell anyone what he's capable of. Some critics don't rate him as the best player on the planet. That's because the Argentinian, for me, is on a different planet.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And the shot! Goal! Argentina! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Argentina have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Decent chance! That's a fair try. But just off target. Applies the finish! It's loose and there's a race for... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Martinez. And he was quick to react.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
No, that was never going to make it. And the shot! And that's a tiny finish! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That was easy, almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Shapes to shoot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Impressive jump. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Martinez. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Quality ball. Knocks it into space. Messi looking to receive it in space.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Molina with a definite foul there. Martinez. Baco. Here's Lo Celso, and he's intervened well there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lo Celso stood up well to him there. Out for a throw. And he cuts out the supply. Looking for options for movement. No, that's been intercepted. And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Messi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Nice interception, well timed. Martinez. Martinez running with the ball. Messi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he get on the end of this? He is through here. Tries a shot! That's a little off target. And he'll shoot here! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Hello everybody, and this is a quick
the first
reminder
half
to
compared
let you
with
know
your
that you'll be able
expectation?
to catch
I think the
today's
manager
match
should be
broadcast
pretty
live
happy
on
that his side
FM
managed to come in on
station.
level
Everyone,
terms.
please
Things
welcome
seem
the
to be
two
going
sides.
a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And we are back underway.
The United States have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi's cross, punched away. Backward it goes. Shot, and a chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Baco picks it up from the goal kick. Lo Celso. Good ball, good take.
That was lovely, that.
Plays it across. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
That's going wide left. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's found support out wide. Can he finish? But he's left disappointed.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Out of play for a throw. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Martinez powering forward here. And he's taking no chances there. Taken back almost at once. Just about up to the hour now. Played in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. He's in a great position here. That is ended up in no man's land. Always onto this. Messi gets into a good position. Messi! Oh, that wasn't far away. So, third corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. The United States have the chance to go the other way. And here's Messi. Oh, some astute defending there. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Tries to play it through. He can run onto that. Goes for a shot! And he's heaved it away. He's having a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that's fabulous. Goal! The United States! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The United States leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Into the last quarter of an hour. Showing great feet there. Otamendi getting this one clear.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Quick look, then plays it in. Messi. Now it's Martinez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here. Messi. And he's there to retrieve it. Space for him to turn and look. Tagliafico. He's going for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Now, can they get him all? There's the shot! It's fallen kindly here! Oh, good finish! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
The United States go up by 2 and are looking good.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's got away. That is very well defended. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
2 added minutes
Time
has
added
been
on
indicated.
will be 2 minutes. Almada. Palacios. Foot in. And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Well, welcome everybody to what is a really important game, which is going to be played here in conditions somewhat suboptimal. The rain is falling heavily, the players are feeling it on their backs, and soon the pitch will be evidently much wetter than is perfect. It's going to be a test for all involved. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
We are just getting started. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year, which is over half the games, and proof that goalkeepers can make a real difference.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And here's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Dembele. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Dembele. Oh, some astute defending there. That's a good foray he's making. That looks a good ball through. He's got away. Can he finish? Goal! Senegal! The first significant strike. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Senegal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Koundé spots it and intercepts. Short changes him with that pass. That's going wide left. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Knocks it into space. Chouameni. Big chance! It's bounced back off the post. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Not the best distribution from the keeper. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Mbappe. And he welcomes it in. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, no joy this time. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Oh, it's Dembele. Foot in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Skillfully cut out. He is so... And he shoots! That is decidedly lacking.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
And he has been fouled there. Conte. And here's Mbappe. He's Mbappe! That's really well cleared. And that's been drilled in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Koundé gets across to intercept that. Chouameni. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Couldn't squeeze it through. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. Kante does well to get it back. Now it's Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe running with intent. That has ended up in no man's land. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Dembele. Senegal looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Can he get on the end of this? And here's Mbappe. That's put paid to the danger. Deftly away. Pass somewhat off target. Koundé cuts it out. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Now that looks a decent ball.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Shapes to shoot! And a neat finish! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Senegal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change.
And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Senegal firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the scoreline. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Now it's Mbappe. He's found space here. And it's claimed by the keeper. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Dembele. And it's Conte. Now it's Mbappe. In with the challenge. Good ball, good decent chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. There's the header! Harmlessly behind.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
That is good alertness. And now they can clear their lines. Olise, and no, he's seen through all of that. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Looking to play him in. Not the most accurate pass.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, it's come loose. Chouameni. Hernandez. Played for Conte. Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's fabulous. Nice interception, well timed. Conte, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he's gone looking for safety. Nicely weighted ball. Olise. Oh, delightful ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. And he's had it nicked away. Saliba does really well there, strong defending. Cherki threads one in. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. It is a corner. It's run loose, who's going to get there? And they've got rid. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And it's Chouameni. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And he's heaved it away. And here's Mbappe. Out of play for a goal kick. Upamecano gathers from the goal kick. Great vision. Aimed beyond the defence. Gets a good foot in there. France have a... It's a quick one. And here's Mbappe. Chouameni. Pass is just off target. Mignon is there to clear. Elise. Can he get it through? Chouameni. Plays it across. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. But that has not gone well. Into the last 5 minutes. And here's Elise. Now this could be a chance. Koundé cuts out the pass. Looking for the run. He is through here. Elise, foot in. It's their second corner of the game. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And it's Chouameni.
1 minute.
They need to...
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the play...
Well, conditions here are unkind to say the least. Welcome everybody on a wet, wet night. The rain is tumbling down here by the bucketful, and it is going to have a real impact on the important contest that lies ahead. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
Things already rolling. And he's managed to get free. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
In with the challenge. And here's Mbappe. Spread to the right. Great chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Dembele duly reaps his reward. He kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. He has found the... Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. And that should get the job done. Throw in. That's going to go a long way. Another throw-in. Cherki. Delivers with wit. A header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
France have their second corner now. And he's taking no chances there. Hoisted in, getting up there! Another headed effort, again, not the most fruitful.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
He's got away.
Senegal always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
The cutback. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Mbappe. That's going wide left. That's very neat. Chance, surely! It's loose, and again! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He'll try to keep this alive.
France clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Hernandez clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Spread out to the left. Looking to play him in. And the shot! And he opts to go forward.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
It's a pretty loose pass. Cherki. Good ball, good take. Ah, such a clever touch. And he's straight offside. Has a look and plays it forward. Engages and forces him off the ball. Plenty to aim at here. Conte. Now it's Mbappe. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Spread neatly. Dembele goes for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
France have their third corner. And the keeper beats it away. Senegal are looking to go forward now. Couldn't squeeze it through.
France really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Conte. And it's Hernandez. And Cherki over to the right flank. And the shot!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
And here's Dembele. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's a key interception.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Nicely weighted ball. And the referee has blown for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. So your views on the first half?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
France are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's been cut out, well played. He's found a way through. That is a great pick out. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Conte. Now it's Olise. And he was quick to react. Saliba does really well to win the ball there.
There they go, hunting again.
Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, he's one of these players, Peter, who plays the percentage game. If you keep playing him in, something's bound to happen.
Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's picked his way through. Mbappe! Cleared away. Takes a shot! It's bounced back off the post.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match, 80 607.
And that's definitely not his best. Ball's out once more. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Koundé spots it and intercepts. Time and again they are repelled.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And it's made its way to him. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Olise ready to try one. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Olise! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Cherki, Hernandez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Shoots! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Changement pour le Sénégal. Le numéro 13.
Senegal can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
France have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game-changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Conte, and he's picked it up out wide. Pressing high and with purpose. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Could move up a gear here.
France surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Mbappe, and they can counter here. Upamecano wins the duel this time. Cherki. Oh, it's Dembele. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, it's Dembele. No, that's been intercepted. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. France leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now it's Mbappe. Cherki.
France nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
And he's intervened well there. Cherki. That's a good ball out wide. Looking for options for movement. And the referee brings it to a close. France have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Dembele claiming...